August 31, 1941. The Arctic Circle. A convoy of 10 merchant ships set sail from Valfjord, Iceland. Their mission: deliver vital supplies to the Soviet Union, now an ally in the fight against Nazi Germany. Codenamed Operation Dervish, this is the first of many perilous Arctic convoys. The stakes are high. The Soviet Union is under siege by German forces. Without these supplies, their resistance could falter. But the journey is fraught with danger. The Arctic waters are treacherous, with ice flows and sub-zero temperatures. German U-boats lurk beneath the waves, ready to strike. Captain John Dowding commands HMS Victorious, the escort carrier protecting the convoy. He knows the risks. "We're sailing into a lion's den," he tells his men, "but the convoy must get through. This is their only chance to turn the tide on the Eastern Front." As the ships disappear into the mist, the crew brace for the unknown, unaware of the challenges that await. September 4th, 1941, 0500 hours. The Arctic Ocean is a vast, unforgiving expanse. The convoy battles through gale-force winds and freezing temperatures. Ice forms on the decks, making every step treacherous. The men endure the bone-chilling cold, huddled in their cabins. Visibility is near zero, with blinding snow squalls, but beyond the natural elements, an invisible threat looms. The Kriegsmarine has dispatched U-boats to intercept. Commander Eric Topp of U-552, a seasoned veteran, prowls the icy depths. His orders: sink any Allied vessel. Topp knows the Arctic currents and icebergs create the perfect hunting ground. His crew listens intently for any sound of propellers. The tension on both sides is palpable. As the convoy creeps forward, unaware of the wolves below, every sailor knows that survival hangs by a thread. The Arctic isn't just a battlefield, it's a test of endurance and will. Only the strong will prevail in these frozen waters. September 6, 1941, 0300 hours. The convoy enters the Barents Sea, nearing Soviet waters. The crew remains on high alert. The Royal Navy destroyers HMS Electra and HMS Active flank the convoy, scanning for threats. Their sonar operators strain to detect any sign of U-boats. Suddenly, a ping. The destroyers spring into action. Depth charges are prepared. Captain Dowding orders evasive maneuvers. The convoy scatters, each ship zigzagging to avoid torpedoes. Below the waves, Commander Topp realizes his prey is slipping away. His torpedoes miss their mark. For now, the convoy is safe. But they know the danger is far from over. The battle is not just against the enemy, but against the relentless Arctic conditions. As dawn breaks, the horizon reveals a landscape of ice and water, a reminder of the peril ahead. The men take a breath, knowing this was just a taste of what's to come in the Arctic gauntlet. September 8th, 1941, 1200 hours. The convoy reaches its destination, Archangel, Soviet Union. Relief washes over the crew. Against all odds, they have delivered their precious cargo. Tons of aircraft, tanks, and ammunition are unloaded, a lifeline for the Soviet war effort. The success of Operation Dervish is a beacon of hope in a dark time. The Soviet dock workers, grateful for the supplies, work tirelessly to unload the ships. However, the Arctic convoys are just beginning. The Allies plan more missions, knowing the strategic importance of keeping the Soviet Union in the fight. For the men of the convoy, it's a moment of triumph, but they are acutely aware of the cost. The Arctic has claimed ships before and will again. As they prepare to return to Allied waters, the men reflect on their journey. The Arctic will remain a crucible for courage, testing the limits of human endurance in the harshest of environments. Back in the Arctic, the Kriegsmarine plots their next move. Admiral Rolf Karls, commander of the German naval forces in Norway, receives reports of the convoy's successful arrival. He knows this is a blow to German efforts on the Eastern Front. The Arctic convoys threaten the Nazi stranglehold on the Soviet Union. Karls orders an increase in U-boat patrols and plans for air reconnaissance. The Luftwaffe, operating from bases in Norway, is tasked with identifying future convoys. What the Allies don't know is that the Germans are developing new tactics to intercept and destroy these lifelines. The Arctic becomes a chessboard, with each side maneuvering for advantage. As the winter months approach, the stakes grow higher. The convoys, now an essential part of the war effort, must continue despite the dangers. The question remains, who will outsmart whom in this deadly game of Arctic survival? The Allies, aware of the increasing German threat, begin to adapt. Intelligence reports suggest that the Germans are focusing their efforts on the Arctic routes. British and American forces collaborate to enhance convoy protection. New strategies are developed, including improved radar and sonar technology. The Royal Navy assigns more escort ships to Arctic convoys, hoping to counter the U-boat menace. The air cover is expanded, with long-range aircraft patrolling the skies. The battle for the Arctic is as much about technology as it is about courage. Every convoy that gets through is a victory for the Allies, but the price is high. The men know that each journey could be their last. As preparations for the next convoy begin, the sense of urgency is palpable. For those on the front lines, the Arctic is not just a place, it's a proving ground where only the brave survive. October 1941. HMS Edinburgh, a British cruiser, joins the Arctic convoy effort. Her mission to protect the merchant ships and engage any enemy forces. Captain Faulkner, a veteran of the North Atlantic, knows the challenges ahead. The Arctic is unforgiving, he tells his crew, but we have a job to do. The Edinburgh is equipped with advanced anti-aircraft guns and a new type of radar designed to detect U-boats even in the thickest fog. As the convoy sets sail, the men prepare for the harsh conditions. The Arctic wind bites at their skin, and the constant threat of attack looms, but they are resolute. They understand the importance of their mission. The supplies they carry could change the course of the war on the Eastern Front. The Arctic convoys are a lifeline, and the men aboard HMS Edinburgh are determined to see it through, no matter the cost. November 1941. The Arctic night is long and unforgiving. For the men on the convoys, the darkness is both a blessing and a curse. It conceals them from enemy eyes, but also hides lurking dangers. The aurora borealis dances across the sky, a rare moment of beauty in the harsh environment, but there is little time to admire nature's spectacle. The convoy is in constant motion, always alert for the German threat. Reports come in of increased Luftwaffe activity. German reconnaissance aircraft known as Focke-Wulfs have been spotted. The men brace for an aerial attack. Anti-aircraft crews stand ready, eyes scanning the skies. The tension builds as the convoy pushes through the Arctic night, every man knowing that the next moment could bring chaos. Yet, they remain focused, driven by the knowledge that their mission is crucial. The Arctic may be dark, but their resolve shines brightly. The Arctic convoys continue into the harsh winter months. Each journey is a testament to human endurance and bravery. The men face not only the enemy but also the brutal elements. Frostbite and hypothermia are constant threats. Yet they press on. The supplies they deliver are lifelines to the Soviet Union, keeping the Eastern Front alive. For the Allies, the Arctic convoys are a symbol of determination. They represent the unyielding spirit of those who fight against tyranny. The lessons learned from these voyages shape future operations. The strategies developed in the freezing waters of the Arctic are applied across the globe. The convoys become legends, tales of courage passed down through generations. As the war progresses, the Arctic remains a key battleground, a place where heroes are forged. The story of the Arctic convoys is one of sacrifice and resolve, a testament to the power of hope in the face of adversity. The Arctic convoys set the stage for the next chapter in naval warfare. As the war rages on, a new threat emerges. Tirpitz, Bismarck's sister ship. Hidden in the fjords of Norway, she poses a significant danger to Allied convoys. Her presence is a constant reminder of the Kriegsmarine's reach. The Allies must devise a plan to neutralize this threat. The stage is set for a new battle, one that will test the limits of naval strategy and technology. The Arctic convoys have shown the world the importance of perseverance in the face of overwhelming odds. As the war in the Arctic continues, the focus shifts to the Tirpitz, the lone queen of the North. A new chapter begins, one that will push the boundaries of courage and innovation. The story of the Arctic convoys is far from over, and the next challenge awaits.